fellow cultivators. Welcome to the episode 2 of Let's Play Tale of Immortal. And in the previous episode, we joined the game and we are going to join the Jinluan Sect. And that's why we are now is going to happening with a Sect tryout. We just need to come back to the Jinluan Sect Ying branch to start a tryout. And let's start. So our first opponent, Lou Qu, and he is a chi refining early and he's a water cultivator. Doesn't seem to be that difficult. Let's directly get into it. And the moment I get into it, I realize something. Okay, look at him. He used a shield talisman. That's why our first attack didn't do any damage to him. But that's okay. So yeah, the thing I realized that I forgot to equip any pills, elixirs, to recover my life and the mana. And that's bad because there's no other chance I can equip them. All this tournament just going on and we'll have to fight without any recovery. The good thing is, okay, let's look at our next opponent. He's a fire cultivator. Well, he cannot use his ultimate, it requires continuous skill, and his special skill is not continuous skill. I don't think you can learn continuous skill when you are in chi refining anyway. Now let's look at his equipment. They don't have the talisman, the shield talisman, so good. Another good thing is every time we start the battle again, we are start with full HP and MP, which is okay. Now we are basically, early stage game is very easy. You just use your standard left mouse button skill and right mouse button skills or special skills whenever you can. And he's also the same thing. That's why we are always using special skill at the same time. And he kills my flower, but my flower already doing damage to him, so I'm okay. You just need to keep distance with them. If you know their skill, for example, I know the fire special skill is around him, so keep distance is good. Now the third opponent, he is a palm cultivator, so his special skill actually have pretty long range, so that's more difficult to deal with. But again, he cannot use his ultimate because the special skill is not a charge skill. So again, we try to keep distance and use our special skill to summon the flower. He's also using his special skill to do damage to us. And from time to time, we can use our motion skill. It can dodge some of his attack, but also can do damage to him. And look at him, and look at us. It seems that we are in a pretty advantage still. So, which is okay. And now you see 75 plus 75, because he's using pills. You can use pills in Sect tryout. It's my fault that I did not equip any pills. Sometimes I feel like this is not fair. Why you can use pills? But hey, that's how it is. If you are from, you have big good mama, papa, they give you some good pills or give you good talisman, then you do have an advantage in Sect tryout. That's life. This game is quite real. And anyways, now we are dealing with Niu, and she is a spear cultivator. This will be difficult because her special skill, she can directly use it 3 times, and it can be very dangerous. And notice that we have this thing around our frame, our portrait, that it shows that we are heaven chosen. I mean, that is kind of common knowledge because we do have a dull mind, but some people do not understand it. Yeah, we are heaven chosen. Even though we do not have the stat boost compared to other NPC heaven chosen. And yeah, I didn't manage to dodge one of her charge, so I'm in a pretty bad situation. I did manage to dodge another charge, but I do not know why her charge is recovering so fast. Another charge, and a peeled plus 100. This is going so bad. I believe I can still win if I have equipped any peels, but at this point, because I do not have any HP recovery, we have to lose this one. But that's not a problem because we have already won 2 times, 3 times actually. So as long as you won 2 times, you are in the top 4 and you can enter. So now she is introduced as the Sect rules. So try not to disobey the Sect rules because otherwise you will drop a lot of people's opinion towards you. But it's not that big deal, If you have to do something, just do it. And we got 50. And here, some woman come. 格古斯, 格古斯, 格古斯. I have no idea. 格古斯, let's call it that way. She's asking things that she likes us and she wants to connect with us because she can read destiny and she believes we have good future. She would like to follow us and help us transcend as soon as possible. Wow, that is really long, far away. And she wants to have a bit more fortune, and yeah, why not? Let's give it a try, and let's become Swan Sisters. And she does give us something. I mean, not that useful, but okay. You know, this is a mood item. If the mood item is not what you like, then you won't be plus 80, but plus 20. So we got 50. Oh, what is going on? Ah. So we got 50 because of the recommendation letter thing. But now, here's the thing. Forbidden. Establish family relation with members of hostile sects. Well, we just become Swan Sister with this person, and she is a rogue cultivator. She does not even belong to hostile sect. But how this game calculated is she considered every rogue cultivator a hostile sect. So because we disobey the rules now, we dropped a lot of opinion. Anyways, let's get into the mission hall. And wherever you go into any building, the junior will tell you, what are those buildings used for. And we can take some simple missions like monster sweep or collect some things. And now going into console hall, where we can see a lot of information, even as a disciple. For example, we can find out the members and check out the internal external affairs, which are not that useful. And here again shows hostile sect nothing. Does that mean every rogue cultivator is bad? Anyways, here we can see where are the other three sects, roughly their position. We already know where is the first one, which is close to the village, and our sect right now, Qinglan sect. But now we know where the other three sects are. And our sect leader is Soul Formation, and we knew that Qinglan sect must be around in Yunmo region, and actually we know that because we have 4 elements. If you have 6 elements, then the main sect will be in Wuxian region. And notice that here, our quest tells us that, okay, our cultivator is in the city, so now we can directly try to teleport to the city. But before that, let's get into the other buildings into Sect and try to see what's going on there. So, because we first time enter the Sect, every time we enter a building, we usually get a little bit thing as well. For example, just now we get some pills, and I need to remember to equip them. And also, we get a small discount when we enter the manual library. So here, we are trying to find a special type of mind skill, which is called Guide. We don't have it in this part here. I mean, there's only technique, but we don't really need it. Let's look up. And yeah, divine power, etc. Here we go, guide. So basically it's a mana mind skill, but this one is not good because we want a guide with a sub skill that will generate a shield when we use our skill. That is very important to have in early game. And to be honest, in all throughout the game, but especially good in early game. Anyways, we also want to become true disciple because that will grant us access to all the manuals, or most of them. But to do that, we need to wait for another month, I think. And before that, let's check out who are the elders, because if we become a true disciple, we need to choose one of them as our master. So this woman seems to have a pretty good wood skill set, so not bad. This one, she is a wind cultivator, maybe no. He is a water cultivator, and okay. This one, family oriented, protective, very good traits, but again a water cultivator, maybe not. Now this one, carefree, not good, but protective is great, and she does have a wood skills, and so that we can learn from her, and so we can consider her, maybe, flying petal, flower spirit. Okay. I was thinking who are the better choice, this one or the first one, because she does have a better spiritual skill, the orange one, right? So we might choose she. Let's try to promote, since we have enough wood. Okay, we have to wait till next month. And also, you need to have 100 save contribution to do that. Remember that. For now, we want to, first cultivate to the next stage. But to do that, we need to cost 56 save contribution. But the good thing is we have already taken 2 missions. And we just need to check how much contribution we get from these 2 missions. This one 43, this one 24. Yeah, it definitely covers it. So it's okay. Because we really want to directly, apply for this when we enter the next month. Because it's great to have to be earlier into the true disciple because you have less competition. Now let's just go to the the Sect beast, and as usual, this is quite useful. So we can convert different type of fruits into the one we need. For example, if let's say we can convert 2 other types into the wood one. That is our main thing. And after this, we finish a quest which gives us another 5, and we can use all of them. And this will bring our wood into 43. So 50 will be the maximum in the stage of chi refining and foundation. So yeah. Now let's just read the other part, like hospital. Okay, we got a free recovery. That's pretty nice. Now we can put this Sect recommendation letter into our vault. And yeah, we need to remember to equip the pills. It is quite important. And let's try to do some Sect quest and wait here the next month. For example, we took the quest monster sweep, which just means we need to clear 1 dungeon around the Sect. And the battle usually is not difficult. So this kind of enemies, like this little frog, he's elite. It is an elite enemy. Usually they can be difficult in chaos. So you can probably use your motion skill to dodge their attack and use your special skill to attract their attention. And also I like to clear up those small things, random things in the battle scene, so that sometimes they drop stuff. Also, when you use pills when there's no enemy, there's no cooldown for taking the pills. That is pretty nice. And similarly, in the last battle here, as you can see, you put your little flower in the middle of the enemy. It will deal area damage to all the enemies, so which is quite good. And of course, now we will wait for the elite to appear. So this elite is a tree monster, and he has 2 skills. One is just now, and then second one is this. If you step on any one of the 4 lines, you will get damaged. But if you take a round way, usually it's okay. You can dodge all of their attack. And try not to get too close to him. Because for example, this skill, the actual area is a bit bigger than what is shown there. And this one, I was a bit too slow, so I do get a damage. But that's alright. It's not a big deal. So come back to the thing, and we managed to submit all our missions. So these 2 missions are old type, so you have to submit. Many other Sect missions you don't even need to submit. Once you finish, it's finished. We just cultivate till the bottleneck, and now we just need to go to a place and buy a pill. It will cost 5 contribution, but that's alright. So here we come to the Yutong Tang, and we can think about buying something. So Chi Refining Pill 2 costs 900 Spirit Stone, but we need them to break through. Also, we can check out other things. Right now we do not really have many Spirit Stones, that's the problem. But we want to buy a Psychic Charm and try to use it. And yeah, well, let's use this one first to break through. I guess that is more important. And now we have to the Chi Refining late. So we have 28 attack and 10 defense, which is okay, not too bad. We should probably try to use the Psychic Charm to reveal some special locations. And we are quite unfortunate. There's no special location apart from Lightning Lands around, but that's life. Now let's teleport to Huatong City, where our cultivator is here. And you can see that he does have the ring, in his artifact zone. And we could directly steal the ring, but we can let it be. We just use him as a, teleport thing. We can of course, take some tasks in the city or in a town, because especially these collect ones, eventually you will gain enough things to finish those missions, and they will give you quite more Spirit Stones. And yeah, those 3 stars are a bit more difficult for us right now, so try not to take that. We can also check out the menu thing, try to look for the guide that we mentioned before. But this requires reputation. That's another reason why you want to do some quest from bounty board. So for now, I will just learn this skill. And just as I learned this skill, our Swan Sister came to us to congratulate us. Thank you very much. Oh, you even brought some gifts, some comprehension sand and soul stones. Both of them are quite useful, one to learn skill, one to comprehend the skill. But for now, we don't need them. You are such a nice person. I actually might consider send my seed to you to make you heaven chosen, but now my seed is not enough yet. But yeah, I have missed you. I do like you a lot. So her affinity towards us even increased a bit more. And notice that if you look at the relationship page, our affinity towards them is much less compared to their affinity towards us. This is because relationship in this game is two-sided. So her affinity towards us is pretty high, but our affinity towards her, is not that high. And this actually can determine if you are friends or not, so be careful with that. And our partner is still in Xingdatown. Ugh, useless guy. Anyways, let's skip some months. And at the end of this month, someone come to us, says, okay, there are adventures she wants to go with us. And she's self-centered, first of all. Second, she's foundation. And the monster in foundation, I'm not going to do that. And after this, we actually gained the Yonin #1 wood cultivator title. This is probably because we have the highest wood in Yonin region, and now you can find us in the board, which is quite nice, right? So remember that previously a blood puppet has appeared. Okay, that's not a thing I want to see. A Koto has appeared, so we might want to go there, to clear it up at some point. Lightning Land, okay, and because we can get the lightning chi from them. So let's drink a wine, and lucky enough we get Mighty Strength plus 6 attack. Usually it can take a few tries. You can save and load if you do not have enough spirit stones. Afterward, the wine can be very expensive, but you can also like me sell stuff. And right now I do not want to sell any soul stones because we might need them later. And these herbs may be useful, and those materials can be used for the bounty bound, so I'm not going to sell those, but I can sell some interest items, especially the one I do not need. Usually I keep one interest item in case I need them, and we'll take a bit more of those collection quests, because eventually we'll get them. Now let's first go back to our sect and start our promotion, try to become a true disciple first. Just confirm again, there's nobody there, so we don't need to fight against other true disciples. Now we just need to wait for next month to become a true disciple. And okay, so check everything going on. Let's take a bit of more quest. This one can be difficult because of mythical beast, but still, let's take it. Normally I just take most of the one, except the kill someone case, because we don't want to kill people. That will create problems. So now we have a series of different quests. And you can also check out where are them and also tracking, where they appear. For example, this one just here. Now I want to directly to deal with Koto first. Let's go. Oh? Ah. Oh. The first O is for something different, but okay. We triggered a small event. Someone just falling down in front of us. But that my first O is for this. This usually will give us some martial art, which will be quite nice. Yeah? Wait, what? We didn't get anything. Okay. Maybe I should taking care of the person who just falling down first. I'm sorry. Maybe that is karma. Oh, this guy? Soul formation. So talisman. I heard some tavern owner has told us there is a cultivator from Imo region who is pretty good at talisman. Is it he? After all, he is heaven chosen. And yeah, any heaven chosen NPC, they do have a Dao mind, which means they have special effects, and also means that they will gain rewrite detonate, as you can see from the right side. So this person have quick wit and warlord phantom. That's a pretty confusing one, but others are okay. And yeah, you can also see what kind of rewrite they can get from their special Dao mind, because NPC have a different Dao mind from us. Our Dao mind is nameless, which usually covers all the possible things. And yeah, So this person, let's inspect what's going on. Apparently there is aura by some charm. Okay, charm. Rays from heaven. What is happening? Let's try to heal him. And suddenly a power rushes out. And we might be drained. She had profound cultivation. Well, good thing is, pure water and wood energy is coming towards me as I am revived. He was warning us, don't take unnecessary tasks. Actually, that is quite a good warning. Sometimes you see someone, it looks like they are hurt in the dungeon. Do not directly save them. And we gain some talisman, which is quite useful, especially the teleportation one. And now we can, of course, ask him some questions. So, why did you get hurt? Okay. Like, how do you make charms? Okay, we don't need cost focus. That's good, as long as it meets requirement. But how do I get those charts? Oh well. Let's continue our thing to the Koto. We can save before this battle. And yeah, here comes the fight. So Koto is one of the very easy fights. Let's add chi refining, we should deal with it very easily. So you can dodge those fairly easily if you pay attention. I didn't manage to dodge one of them because I was stupid, but usually if you pay a bit more attention, you can dodge or its attack very easily. Like this charge, very easy to dodge, and this big ring just stand outside it, and then now he will charge once and charge again. We can use our motion skill. He will charge again, so 3 charge, and now he will shoot out the thing 2 times. 1, okay, 2. Now he will use this tracking lightning, which can be very dangerous, especially we do not have our motion skill available. That will be dangerous now. Okay, good. We use our motion skill, but we still manage to hit one this. This is not good. So after 2 shoots out again after this thing, now he will shoot another 2, and now it will summon. So as you can see, I am already quite familiar with this thing. And now 2 this again, charge again. Now he will use that giant bell, but we can do some attack on the top. That's not a problem. Now you will charge 3 times. 1, 2. So just keep distance. 3, and dodge from the perpendicular direction. And again, shoot out 2 times. 1, 2. Now again, tracking lightning. Since we have our motion skill available, so it's not a problem. So he will shoot out tracking lightning 4 times, and once he shoots out all the tracking lightning, you can use your motion skill. And nothing will be harming you. Now, another 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now summon. But it's almost dying. 1, 2. Now it's charge, but you won't have the chance to charge. So if you're familiar with this attack pattern, you get very easy. We gain the chi, and we also get 1 purple material, and also some very useful thing. The upgrade book, the skill upgrade book. We'll talk about this a bit later. So now we have finished this. We can use skill upgrade book to upgrade our skill. So this book is available to upgrade skill from chi refining to foundation. You will find this type of books every different regions, but only from odd to even realms. Because this is not a heaven one, so we can only choose one of the basic sub-skills. And so we add this sub-skill, and now this skill will become foundation level instead of chi refining. So chi refining, it deals some damage, but now with foundation we can equip it. It's even though it's higher than our realm, and even though our attack is still the same, but this skill is much more powerful compared to a chi refining skill, which will make our later fight much easier. So that's why another reason why I want you to deal with one of the beasts early. And next month we see the Evergreen has appeared, which is great, and Critical Spirit, no, don't try to deal with them. That's difficult. So Drunken Flower Forest, that's over there. Okay, but I need to first become a true disciple. So let's come back to our sect first. But on the way, we could deal with this mission first. So this is the type of mission that you just need to kill one cultivator, and it's very easy. And the reward is pretty good. So it's always a wood cultivator, by the way. And by the way, after upgrading our spirituals, you can see now we shoot out 3 leaves instead of 2. And this is because now it's foundation level, so the base leaf shooting out is 3. And now we get some foundation level skills, and we also get the G1 soulstone, which is very, very useful. As you can see, we directly get a contribution without submitting the mission. Now let's start our trial. Let's choose our master. Looks like we are the only one. That's great, right? This is why you want to become true disciple early. And again, because it's weakened, we don't need to fight anyone. We directly become true disciple, and she become our master. So it appears that our master is not here yet. Okay, we still want to learn a skill from our master. That's why I was looking for her. But anyways, what we are gonna do? But now we do have access to all the skills apart from the top clan treasure. But I don't need to learn clan treasure in my realm right now. We can take some bit more quests to gain more contribution. That's okay. And so apparently my master is there, and my sister is in Huatong City, okay? And my partner is still in the new player village. Anyways, let's come to the main city. I want to put something into my vault, so some teleportation talisman. I probably will sell these things because there's no use of them. Even Divine Eye Talisman, it is not very useful. It only increases your vision a little bit. We put the Lightning Chi into it, and because you do not want some treasure inside you, because they can be stolen. So put those things into your vault, and sell stuff you don't need, like this. And yeah, keep one interest item with you. And I think that would be everything, and after selling those things, we are quite happy. We have a bit more. And yeah, we could also, this is what I'm talking about, you can learn more skills to unlock more sub skills. So you can drag this will allow you to finish one sub skill, okay? And also you can click on maximum cultivation time, and this will cost much more because this will allow you to unlock most of the sub skills till the end of the month. So basically how many sub skills depending how many days of the month you left. And yeah, learning takes time, but we are trying to first deal with the tree in this month because I want to save our Mighty Strength buff. So Evergreen can be a very difficult battle. As you can see, when you shoot out this, you first keep yourself not moving, and then you move a little bit so you can dodge all of the things like this too, and you just move a little bit down so you can dodge that. So, but this skill, it's much more difficult to dodge because you have to run, and also you need to break those small things in a short amount of time because otherwise it will heal. And yeah, shoot out 1 round, 2 rounds, we just need to move a little bit to dodge those things. And because we're too far away, we're not doing enough damage, and now he's doing this again. Look at it, it just kills my little flower immediately. And yeah, we have to deal with this. Again, once you shoot out all around, you move a little bit so that you are not being but you know, this skill is always a problem. And now because we cannot go to there, we have to deal with this first. I already used one of my pills, and I think I need to use another one. Because Evergreen can be a pain to deal with in Chaos, especially in early game. Like this, it's really feeling all the directions I can go. Now I have to use another skill, okay. Just need to break this one now. 1, 2. Sometimes it's very hard to break this little thing. It's harder than you think. Okay. And now I didn't break it in enough time. It's already shooting out more things, and I moved a little bit faster than I should be. So, but good thing is I managed to dodge most of these skills, and now I have to come back to there to break it because I didn't manage to break it first time. But now it's okay. Just try to dodge all those little things because it can do a lot of damage too. And now we are again in a very dangerous situation. I have used my motion skill and used another pill, but there's only one last thing left. So once we break this, we should be okay to go. Again, if you got hit by all of those green little bullets, you will be very much dead. But now it's okay. So we managed to finish battle but cost 3 pills. I don't feel it's worth it, and I regret this. But hey, we got a chi. That's good. So what happened to my Swan Sister, Ying Suhua? Okay. She seemed to be getting into some trouble, but that happens to NPCs. So now what can we do? Someone says Mrs. Us. Well, I want to meet you, but I don't know where are you. And yeah, this shard is because I managed to meet another mob. So after dealing with those mobs, I get some shard. And right now we are just trying to look for other towns and sects. For example, I try to go to my master to learn a skill. But on the way I see the sign, so okay, we see a Baiyang. Oh, look at that. That is a chi-devated cultivator. So actually, now I might want to directly dealing with it. And yeah, okay, Yujia it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I might want to visit this sect first, Baiyang sect, and okay, none of ours. No trace left in snow. Pretty good one. And is there anyone who is interesting? Not really. Okay. I want to deal with this cheap deviated cultivator below, the one, the little icon there. Because by defeating him, I will get some pills and very importantly, an artisanship book. So alchemist Mingyu, apparently it's a she, not a he. I was wrong. And yeah, this is a type of enemy that you can deal with at all the realms, so like Funny. Unlike Blood Puppet or the Crystal Spirit, those are much more difficult. This one is okay. I mean, it is a wind cultivator, can be a bit problematic, but it's not a big deal. Like, you need to dodge from it with, tornado. And just look at, when it's using the tornado, it cannot use other skills, unlike us. Just to let you know, tornado, when you're using tornado motion skill, you're not supposed to use any other skills. That's how the game setting is. So it's more like a bug that you can use it. Anyway, so now, again, as you can see, we should be able to deal with her quite fairly easily. And now we get a lot of pills. So we can either sell those pills, but also there are some vitality, HP, MP pills so that we can gain back something. And more importantly, alchemy textbook. That's the reason why we want to deal with this. And that's another reason why we want to check out all these messages. Dark spirits and blood puppet, etc. We are not good enough, strong enough to deal with them, but alchemist is good. And because if you want to improve your artisanship, this is the only way. Take notice to them, defeat them, gain those books, and learn these books. That will improve your artisanship. So pay attention to the notification board and try to deal with all those things earlier. And now we can also eat some fruits, equip this guy, and yeah, we can sell the other pills. So we can use the portal. We need Sect Affinity again. So let's just chat with some of those NPCs. True Disciple seem to be good to improve our relation so that we can use their portal. But I doubt I will use it because knowing that since we do not have very high Sect Affinity, which will be very expensive. Yeah, 375. No, sorry, that's too expensive for me. And yeah, I guess that will be everything for this episode. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time.